Very good morning from the DoorDash National Youth Championships. Game 1 is underway and it's a big match as well. The Southwest Queensland Swans taking on the New South Wales Combined High Schools team. It is the Swans with the first possession in this game. To get us underway, nice little dive at the line, touch has been made. So we'll have a bit of a run through of both teams and where they're sitting after this set here for the Southwest Queensland Swans. Last touch for them. Big bomb out to the side, nicely defended. Des Fogarty in commentary with me this morning. Des, made the mad dash up from downstairs. I'm still huffing and puffing a little bit.
I'm not a big fan of those stairs, eh?
We see a big touch made there, a little bit of contact as they play on. The Combined High Schools team all going quite lateral and pushing the pass. Bit of space out there on the right-hand side for them. A little bit more centralised now. And good defence there from Southwest. So Combined High Schools coming into this match still undefeated. Quite a record coming into day 3 action. But the Swans, they've had a really good tournament as well. Only the one loss for them so far. 4 wins and 1 loss to start their campaign. So they're up and about in this competition. Looking to get a final spot locked in this afternoon. A huge match for them this morning. As we see a little deflection. And the ball come back to the Combined High Schools team. Touch one, Edwards picking up good metres. Callum Sura as well. All floating with the sideline. A little bit of a bobble, but the penalty does come to CHS. Coming in from the side. Plenty of experience in the Southwest Queensland Swans coaching box. They've got Jake Notley, current Queensland Men's Open representative. His dad's been floating around in the back of the interchange box as well. Hall of Famer Scott Notley, former Australian Men's Open captain and representative as well. And Troy Morgan. So plenty of experience bringing this next crop of young talent through from Southwest Queensland, but it will be the Combined High Schools team from New South Wales who will get opening points. And it was pretty much their first real decent possession and crack down that end of the field, and they come up with the jocks.
And just a simple little sort of play through the middle, just a quick type of setup, just a middle, turn and rip out long onto the other side there. I expect a bit of a contrasting styles type of game between these two teams. The Swans are traditionally very wide open and expansive with their play. They run hard out kind of play to come back in at pace. Combined High Schools, I think, will be a little bit less direct when they get down there. I think there'll be a lot of static type plays set up.
Ooh.
And physical.
Yeah, just holding on to that one, Sam Mitchell. He's had a pretty good comp so far for the CHS boys. Nice flow into the field. Masters switches, gets the ball back. We'll play it now on last. Berryman picks up, goes from half, holds it in 2 hands. Nice little short ball and skipping away from the defender. That is a beautiful try there from CHS. I like the ball movement and the switching, running into the line. Good combination there. Berryman had a hand in all of that one.
And really great hole to hit. Like he's really got in tight into that hole. Well, we're not going to see the replay, but yeah, nice hole running to move the defence and get himself into the good space.
Nice start here from CHS. 2 on the board to start this game. Just showing the Swans that they're definitely one of the heavyweights in the 18 boys division. Delaney plays it, steps out. No room for him on the short side. Nice touch and final for them now. Rolly Madden in from half, gets into the in-goal area as well and does link up. A good scramble defence to make the touch there on Jacob Madden. The two Maddens combining in the middle of the field there for the Southwest Queensland Swans. Meters again, Masters now. A little mistake though. First time we've seen an error from the CHS team coming out of their end of the field, and good defensive pressure there from the Swans to force the error. So we see Jacob Madden hit again. They might go early in the count. They're a little bit short on the line here. I think Madden's got the ball down. Yes, he has. Flicks it back to halfway. And they make them pay after that mistake early in the touch count. The big man, he stretches out.
Just a little punish play here. The defending link just gets caught in awful body position in the touch. He's well and truly beat. He's already starting to get back onside from about 2 metres behind the roll ball, so he's got to work so much harder to get there, and he's just out of time.
Horatio Edwards in the number 5 here for CHS, controlling the football. Berryman plays it. They go passive out the back and have created the numbers and the space. Casual as you like, Cooper Ward. Wood has plomped that one down and scores in the corner. Nice response after leaking points down the other end.
Yeah, that'll please the combined high schools coaching staff.
The 3-1 on the Painaway scoreboard. In favour of CHS, come out all guns blazing in this one. Gillaway. It's a little out ball. Choose to retreat. Brock Sankey comes in off the right foot, holds it. Ooh, looking for probably the link ball there. Goes over the top of the link, falls in the hands of the CHS. Winger out there on the right-hand edge.
He probably could have actually held on to the ball in the end. He pumped it a couple of times. If he pumps one more time and runs through, might have been able to link up, but he'll put that in the memory bank for next time.
As Will Steele steps out, receives it back, will play it on the last touch. Good contact though coming in on the final touch, and good defence as well. Brock Sankey there holding his line, waited till he was onside to make the touch.
Went 7 metres, not 7 metres and 1 centimetre.
Yeah, he could not. He must have been bang on. You're 100% right. Not a centimetre left to work with there from Sankey. Lachlan Young flows onto the field now.
Bad luck.
Click that one up. Nice play. Tough one from the acting half position. Tyler Cuthbert-Howe in the 13 there for the Swans. CHS will get some changes onto the field. Charlie Walkerton is one of those in the number 14. Nice little pop-out play to Ellers. Berryman bang off the left foot. Little switch at the line, but good defence coming in. Cuthbert-Howe on the final touch. And a good defensive read.
Yeah, he had good body shape. He had good position. So he didn't have to commit hard to chase when the CHS guy ran hard out, which meant when he ran the little switch, he wasn't having to rely on teammates to help out.
Nice little short ball. Madden's gone in again. This time he finishes it off. He scored the first one. He does score the second one. Runs a good line this time around to get up the second points. He's in the thick of it here in this game.
This is about as simple as they get. Just a picks up from half, short side, open side, short hole, bang. Again, good hole, similar to the CHS first try.
It was Jacob Madden putting it on a platter there for Riley. Nice little combination between the two Maddens in the midfield here for Southwest Queensland. 3-2 on the Painaway scoreboard. CHS up by 1. Semple plays it. Berryman sweeps, looking for space out there on the left-hand side. As Cooper Wood tries to flick it back inside. And a penalty will go to the Swans for the forward pass. So they've well and truly got themselves back into the game. All CHS early, wasn't it, Des? But the Swans, after back-to-back tries, they're up to the eyeballs. They're looking good now.
Yeah, if they can keep their error rate low, I think they're going to be well and truly in this now.
Last touch for them. A little bit of footwork there from Young. They've created space and having to come in and make the touch. There's young Tylen Berryman. Good ball movement from the Swans in the back end of their set. Players slipping over on the line. Had a good touch made in the midfield. Sankey with the ball. Plays it on the 7. Delaney brings him back out. Links up with Sankey, who will get himself into half. They go down the short side. Coming in off the left foot.
Close.
Ooh, that is very close. One play to come here for the Swans. Oh, footwork here from the Swannies. Little flick out the back. They get the bat on. It goes over the sideline. They might come back for a touch and pass. No, happy to play the ball. Electric on the feet here, the Swans.
Yeah, no, it was nice.
Now, big looping ball out in front of Wood. Does a good job to hold it. Big fella out here on the left-hand side. He'll play plenty of minutes as well. Penalty coming towards CHS. We are relieving one for them as well. For the momentum. Feels like it's all with the Swans at the moment.
Yeah, just a little bit hard there from Tristan Lorenz, who was I just looking down the team sheet and saw his name there, and he played for the Tasmanian team a couple of years ago, 3 years ago it was, in the boys' 18s.
William Steele now linking up. They go away from the sweeper. Steele switching in. Play on. No touch has been made yet. Now they finally get the touch on Shura. They come out to the left-hand side of the field. They're going to finish their set as far away from the southwest Queensland Swans substitution area as possible. So the next best way to finish off their set, their CHS. They'll turn attack into a defence and try to keep the Swans down this end of the field. Sankey rolls forward. The Swans on the halfway line. Saying that they were just about to get some changes onto the park.
And the tactic of actually ending the set down in the far corner worked for them. It took them 3 touches to get across to their side of the field to try to run some substitutions, and that's when they caused the error. So that actually comes from that the way they ended their last set.
Walking slides across field. Masters from half. Link back up with Ellers in the midfield. Berryman plays it. Ellers goes short side. Oh, goes himself. Had to probably do it as well. It looked like Cooper Wood was just a smidge behind. He just tucked the ball under the wing and just did it all himself.
Yeah, Winger was attached late, and I'm not sure what happens here with the Swans link here. Just as I watch the replay, he stumbles a bit there, and that's unfortunate for him. But it's well worked. You see the opportunity and you take it. It's a little punish play. Yeah.
So back up by 2 now. Combined High Schools team from New South Wales. 4-2 on the Pain Away scoreboard. Pain Away Australia's #1 joint and muscle spray and topical pain relief cream. How do the Swans respond? Still in this game. Last touch for them now. They come into the attacking zone, held it at the death, but just well marked up. Not too much options out there for them on the left-hand side of the field.
Yep, and the ball goes out, which means that the defensive time to set, and it's on the opposite corner, so same as what the Combined High Schools did to them just a few moments ago.
They set nice and deep. Here's CHS, but still on the first touch, played on the 7, so not too much of a gain. This is better. Ooh, sideline. Oh, they get the penalty.
He's milked that
It's
nicely.
probably a lucky one.
When I say milk that, I mean not that he's put it on or anything, but that he's got his body into a bad position but enticed the defender to actually hit him.
It's quite tricky, isn't it? Your body position's naturally angling away from the field into the in-goal area, and defenders are coming across. Sometimes it doesn't take too much just to knock them off their feet.
Yeah, just breathe heavy.
And we see now CHS into the in-goal area. Oh, finishing out the back. That is a beautiful finish. Now, that is extremely difficult to do. The referees are going to have a quick little chat here. I'm giving it the all clear. Yes, give it to him. That is an unreal finish there. Ethan Semple. Watch the replay here. He had a lot of work to do, Des.
And you can see as the half goes through, they're going to run a little wing cut here. So the number 6 Sample, he gets around behind. Oh, that finish is sensational. But what he does is he gets to the line, runs hard out towards the sideline, and the winger cuts back infield, and the 2 defenders should then run into each other as they're chasing their players, and that's what opens the space up for him, why he gets open. But he's got a lot of work to do once he's on the ground.
Well, I don't think I've seen too many tries where someone's body is facing the sideline and he's reached out with the left hand and put it onto the try line, completely facing the wrong way. What a great finish. Puts him in a really comprehensive position as well. Well, not comprehensive, Southwest Queensland still into it, but it's a handy margin for them now, up by 3. 5-2 on the Pain Away scoreboard. That is a good finish there. And they are up and about now. CHS is Wood. Unloads it. Riley Burke steadies the ship here for CHS now. Throws the fake switch. Berryman picks up. Geez, he's been elusive here in the first half, and he gets another set of 6 for his team. More pressure here on the Swannies. It is a roll ball. A little bit of confusion. They almost tapped the ball there, I think. The referee let CHS play the ball.
Ooh.
Oh, that pops backwards. Still play on. They're getting the rub of the green at the moment here, the combined high schools team. Berryman looking to try and manipulate the defence. Gets it, steps out, looks to attack down that short side. Good defence in the midfield.
Oh,
no, they're
not
going to say
onside.
play on. So Southwest Queensland Swans, you can only imagine, short of the line, as you said, players offside.
Yeah, he must have been. He must have only gone 6.98. Yeah, he only gets 1 foot to the line there. The Swans middle, and he gets 1 foot to the line, and that's what the referee's called. So well done by Berryman.
6-2 now on the Pain Away scoreboard. This is an important period of the match here for the Swans. After they did a really good job to work themselves back into the game, the scoreline's starting to get away from them a little bit. They need to look to start getting points. So they come back to Sankey, who played on the 7. It's a little bit of footwork, but well taken care of there. Jacob Madden on the final touch.
Yeah, and the CHS defence just compact, solid, no options, and Sankey's just got nothing to, no opportunity to get the ball out.
Changes on here for CHS. On-field referee Campbell Muir has found an infringement. It's going to give the penalty to Southwest Queensland. Too many players on the field. CHS were making their interchanges. Only have your maximum of 6 players on the field at one time. We've seen a lot of penalties given across this tournament, and the referees are all over it.
It's so preventable. It's just such an annoying penalty. It just frustrates
your coach's
me.
hat on there, Des.
Oh, it hurts.
Sankey pumps the space out there. Berryman does a good job to close it off. Oh, that's that footwork yet again. They're going to come back out. CHS will get a penalty.
Yeah, forward pass off the roll ball, but I think they can consider themselves pretty lucky. Oh no, they've just played as they played. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it was 6 touch and everybody lost touch. Count of the touches,
including us. Easy to do. The speed of the game. CHS play it smack on the halfway line, coming in towards the back end of their set now. Riley Burke will roll forward for them on the 5th touch. Through the space, 1-on-1. They pop it back in. Swans holding their defensive line, still last for them. Nice little switch. It will come back. Thought it might have been a touch and pass penalty. The ball hits the deck regardless. The Swans will come out of their end of the field and be looking to get some changes onto the park, and here they flow on out the back. Nice little dish. It's him on the front foot and over the halfway line as Lachlan Young continues on. They've got to get a clean roll ball here, the Swans. They do. They've got numbers on the left. Yeah. They choose to come to the right into the in-goal area. Players are marked up. There's no... Oh, he got away. No. Oh, touch made.
Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Ooh, that was close. I thought he had that down. But the referee's in better spot than we are.
That was a really good finish. Let's have a look at the replay here. It's Cuthbert Howe going in. Look at the ball. Oh, yeah, must have almost been simultaneous. Almost like the body had made contact rather than a hand coming out.
That might be what he's...
Yeah, he's right there on the spot. Hugh Doherty. And now CHS. How often do you see that where the Swans down the other end whisker away, and CHS, when they're in a dominant position, they just roll downfield, and they're the ones that come up with the points.
And with only about a minute to go till half-time, that really hurts.
Just a lovely outball space. Summed it up perfectly. Nice final pass there from Sam Mitchell. And Doherty, who came up with a big defensive play down the other end, ends up putting points on for his team.
Yeah, that's a game-winning type effort. Like, you know, if you replicate that into a final type situation, that's the sort of stuff that the coaching staff here for the combined high schools will be really looking for from all of their players.
Ooh, half chance there, Jay Schofield. Looking up, there was players that had been called offside. And a little dip at the line. Schofield on the run. Can't get in the outside. Taimana Ehlers, who takes the first touch here for CHS. And a penalty. Plays offside from the Swannies. Just need to get those little ones right. Hooten sounds in the background. And Mitchell will take the touch. They'll be happy to head over to grab a drink. Hot conditions out there already, but CHS started really strong. Swans came back at them, but it was all them towards the back end of the first half there, Des.
Yeah, and you can see the Swans guys have got heads, the body language as the Swans guys are coming off. They're high-fiving each other, but they are not enthusiastic high fives, and they can see they were well and truly in this one, and they've just been dominated from about that sort of 7 or 8 minute mark. The game and into the style of play that they like to do. The conditions out there, it is already hot for me coming up here as a Tasmanian. The last 2 days have actually been pretty comfortable. Yeah. Today's not my kind of day, but looking at the field here, of course, it's the first day that we've been able to get access onto field 1 here inside the stadium, and the grass down there is sensational.
Oh, it's absolute carpet out there. The players definitely would have been pretty chuffed when they saw that they had stadium games for day 3. These two teams kicking us off to get us underway. And it's an important second half for the Swans as well. When we're talking about quarterfinal positions, they're in contention of getting one at the moment, but there's always, when you're around that 2nd, 3rd, 4th position, trying to lock one in. Sometimes for and against becomes a real important aspect as well. And
especially when you start looking at what the scores have been in some of the other games of the teams that are in that 4th, 5th, 6th within your pool, they now get the relatively easier games in inverted commas that can give them that real boost on for and against. So it's like I said in the pre-game, it's moving day. It's all about trying to lock in your positions and take opportunities.
So look to set here, Riley Madden from half, just goes short. Oh, they flicked it on. Oh, no. The Swans, they needed that one, and it really didn't look like there was too much doing as we have a look at the replay. Madden just kind of trudging into the line, flick, bat on, juggle. Oh. And that's just when you know that things might not be going your way. We saw a spectacular try from CHS in the first half. All of a sudden, if the Swans can reel that one in, they might have just felt like they're back into the game. They can be a little bit deflating. We'll see how they defend here this set. They need to. There might be, a little flick. Well, geez, they're turning it on. They must have had a good night's sleep, these two teams. I'm a little bit rattled. It's still early in the morning, but they have come out all guns. Yeah, nice space. Good ball, as you said, Des.
Just the shooting defence was up in the face of the guys in close, but good vision to see that pass was on.
Gilway doing a good job to skip across field as well. Just gave the chance for the Swans to get their full complement back out onto the park and in position. Sankey will play it. Smack on the 7. Into the in-goal, getting away from one, and Sankey is there to finish it off. So that's a good response. They could have put their heads down after letting that one go with a little juggle on the line. They come down the other end. This time they get it. That's a good little half run from Sankey. He had work to do. Sorry, Sankey was the try scorer. The number 9 there, Dylan Nobbs, setting it up.
Really good lesson here, particularly. It's a point that I've made with my players all the time here. Don't dive at the half because you take yourself out of the position. Yeah. So you can see the saver, he's just sort of lost his footing, and now that means that Sankey's just able to stand still and catch and put down. But this will give him a bit of a boost.
And probably something that came out of the Southwest Queensland box was first to score. Got to be first to score, which they've done that. That's one first tick in there, but now the biggest thing for them as well, they can't go in a slinging match here with CHS, and that's what's just unfolded. Berryman yet again getting points. He's been really good, scoring, setting up. You can see him off the sweeper here. The footwork, unreal.
Yeah, just straight off that sweeper, real simple. You can see there that Brock Sankey's just out of position. His body, you can see we're looking at his number. That means that he is only going that way, away from us. The saving middle was in close, not close enough.
So Swanee's back in possession after the restart. Jacob Madden in half, and he had to reach for it the first time, reeled it in, but then just lost the possession, lost his footing as well. Ooh, flat ball there from half. I could hear a couple of groans from the crowd. Berryman, the try scorer, over the halfway line. As they get some strike out onto the park, Semple will play it. Contact coming in from the side. Just got himself out of position, though, after that touch again. We see another dive into the in-goal area, like you mentioned, Des. And who is standing right in the middle of the park to hit that one down? The number 11 there, Callum Sura. Referee still hasn't pointed to the spot as of yet. We can see fingers pointing. They will eventually. Looked all good from where we were up here. And it is CHS. They go back to back.
And the CHS far winger also gave it the all clear pretty early on, so he was pretty confident. But you saw it, you mentioned it in the call there. You can see the player dives at the half. All he's got to do here is keep his feet. And so now, there we've got Edwards with the ball, nobody chasing him because the player's on the ground. So he's got all the time in the world to find somebody, whoever's open. And it's so hard to cover 6 players one-on-one for 3 seconds.
Yeah, and we've just missed there, but the Swans have gone back off the restart and put points on as well, which is positive signs for them. Nice work there from the Swannies. So 9-4 on the Pain Away scoreboard. Have a look at the replay here. Madden, both Maddens again heavily involved. Beautiful work, coming in low and nice and fast and quick as well.
Just a direct little peel, middle peel play. Dive at the line.
So penalty here to CHS. It's a hard one. Looked like he was kind of held upright in the play of the ball, and the ball just spewed away. Didn't look too over vigorous. Berryman again, this time comes against the grain. Oh, they had the 2-on-1 out here on the right-hand side. Still touches up their sleeve. Sometimes it's probably, I don't know, probably their position. You're probably happy to see him just throw that pass and chance their hand. But they've still got the football.
Good defence there. Oh, no, he's offside.
Yeah, trying to claim, you can see. So number 4 there, Ronan Delaney, pleading his case that he was behind the line. Just don't miss too many of those. As Ellers comes from half. I'll just reset. Masters now. Open sight. Berryman skipping around. They do a good job this time around. The Swans to hold. Berryman coming in. Tries to burrow in underneath. Nice touch made.
Yeah, Delaney this time. Well and truly onside.
Outside the 7. Last touch for them now. Off the fingertips. And it will be another set of 6 here to CHS. Always get nervous, those ones, as we have a look at the replay. Where it pops up in the air like that. It's anyone's game. No other CHS players in position to be able to pick up the crumbs. And more defensive pressure here to the Swans. CHS happy to throw the football around. Go right out to the left-hand side. Shannon Bosch-Cheetah. And receives the ball back now. Not much doing early. Good contact though. Forces the mistake. Good defence there from the Swans.
Yeah, good tag. Good strong, solid tag, but without being over vigorous. And that's a shame.
Yeah, I think the refs have gotten both calls right.
Yeah.
On that instance. Trying to get the play of the ball. Get him decent contact, but it just forced a mistake. Ball skewing around in the ruck.
You've just got to get your body so much more stable and strong through the core to hold yourself up there, to absorb that contact without getting buckled.
Sort of sweep again. Perryman. And Banner makes the touch. It's Riley. As you can see, that young man heading back. Massive tournament he's had thus far in the games that we've called from the combined high schools team. They play passive out the back. Good defence. So they've had a mountain of pressure down this end of the field, but they've done a pretty good job over the last couple of sets. Really important for them now to try and get down the other end, but probably just a focus on completing the 6 touches.
Yeah, and as you see, a couple of really solid touches, and the Swans getting that strong, solid body shape and being able to absorb the contact. So I suspect that the coach has had that same work. He's in
there, yes.
Beautifully done.
They will point to the spot. It was a heart-in-your-mouth moment there. You had to leap to take the ball and then almost crawling to the line to get it down.
I'm pretty sure that ball was meant for the winger. But it's there in my hands. I'll take it. And then, I'll just crawl like he's under a barbed wire fence. No double movements in touch footy.
No, keep going, son. Nice finish. Just, we've seen some pretty exciting tries in this game. This one is pulling one off there. Gets them back to within 4 on the Pain Away scoreboard. Still plenty of time on the clock. 11 minutes left in this second half. And we saw in the first half, they just managed to work themselves back into the game by getting a couple of tries on the board, but then CHS, they started to stretch their legs and get away from this. An important aspect that the Swans need to look to do, and it's probably a real defensive focus for them now. They need to hold out and not leak any more points.
Yeah, it's really, for them, they need to grind here, and they're doing the right bits in defence. They have to, at the moment, they're holding them, but they really need to grind hard and drive the ball down the field here, absorb all these heavy contacts. This is good drive.
And they've got the changes on as well. It's an important last touch for them. A little bit unclean, and Lachlan Young will get touched in possession from the acting half position.
CHS defensive line was set there. There was only the one player up, and that's the player making the tag. They probably could have done to offload the ball before that last touch. Try to move around and get the CHS defensive line to actually to get a bit of stagger about it, and then opportunities might present themselves, as we're seeing there. Swans defensive line much less stable. That's a bit more of an opportunity, but defended in the end.
Yeah, nice work from Jay Schofield. The two number 5s coming together on the final play with Horatio Edwards, and a penalty now to Southwest Queensland. Starting to get a little bit of the rub of the green here, the Swans. Big set for them. They come out to Lachlan Young. Schofield made that final touch. He's going to head over to the interchange area. Riley Wells now, ball in hand. There's defensive pressure though from CHS, forcing the Swans to stay out there on that left-hand side of the field. As Young plays it. They pick up, they got numbers out there. The flick on is gone forward, has it. Referees indicating they're going to point to the spot.
Must have caught the hand of the winger for CHS out there. That's what they're saying, that it's gone backwards and then been tapped by the defender.
Let's have a look. So it comes in as Young plays it. Sankey in from half. Little bat on. It's definitely moved forward.
Rub of the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's what the call was. You could just see at the end of the shot there, Campbell Muir sort of indicating with his hand that they're almost in a forward motion, but I think that's what the communication would have been, that it has come off a player and then progressed forward. Play onto the call. He was in perfect position. And all of a sudden, they're just down now to 3 tries, the Swans. 8 minutes to go, still a little bit over 8 minutes. Paint away scoreboard, like we said, defence has got to be big for them. There's a touch that's been claimed, and they will send it back. No, they're calling out one of the Swans players. Yes, touch made. Wow. A little bit of drama added to that as well. I thought when the big number 8, well, the right winger there for the Swans was getting called out by the referee, that it could possibly be offside. Or
I was thinking that's the sort of one where it's going to be, no, mate, you've missed it. He's given him an opportunity to say, did you really make that touch?
Might have been just a confirmation. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Now we see one of the CHS players get a forced substitution, and for a brief moment, they're going to have a player advantage, but streaming back onto the field, Will Still evens it up, back to 6-on-6. This is huge here for the Swans.
Yeah, the forced sub there was for the repeated penalties for hard touches, and CHS have obviously received a couple of warnings. Right, gone over the line. But now we're within 3 tries, 7 minutes to go. I mentioned just before off air that my team had a very similar situation yesterday. Managed to get up and get the win.
Madden, beautiful ball. That one looked like it moved forward. That did come out of the hands backwards. It did look good out of the hands. That was the initial thought. You can see why the CHS are probably protesting, because when you see it swing forward. But let's have a look at the replay here. Madden definitely backwards and just floats forward. Good call from the ref again. They are getting these ones bang on.
Yeah, the breeze is behind that pass as well. And sometimes when you get the little bit of the spiral, the way that the spin on the ball, it sometimes drifts forward as well. Bit of drift, they call it in cricket. But CHS are in their heads at the moment. They need to get out of their heads and feel like they feel like they're being victimised a little bit. They need to get their heads on, focus on their game, the things that they can control. as they run a direct play and a try.
Good response.
Yeah, and that's a good settling try for them. It's just a simple direct middle play. But that should be enough now. 3 tries with just under 6 to go. Should be enough to get them home, but this should settle them down a little bit.
It's Edwards, the try scorer. Look, that streams on the ball, bang off the left foot. Slips in between 2 Swans defender. That is exactly what they needed there, just to get themselves back in control, keep that margin out. 3 tries, 5.5 to go on the clock. This is an important set here for the Swans. They need to continue to try and match it with CHS. Last touch for them. They're going to have to come up with a bit of a miracle play here on 5th. Not much doing. They're going backwards. Not sure if they know it's the last. A risky ball. Ooh. Picked off there, Samuel Mitchell. So it's now forcing the Swans to have to really chance their hand. That's a pass that they haven't really had to throw previously, but they feel like you need to, just to try and create a bit of a miracle and get more points. Nice little pop-out play. 2-on-1 out here on the left-hand side. They're going to streak away yet again. Hugh Doherty. And that's the class of this top team, where they felt like they were getting a little bit of pressure, and then all of a sudden they can just go into 2nd and 3rd gear. Now they're starting to run away from the Swans yet again.
Yeah, that'll lock it up for them. It's that little pop out that a lot of teams are doing now off the back of a substitution set. And Swans defenders caught a little bit flat-footed, and then having to react, and then creating the spare player out wide.
So Southwest Queensland, much better second half from them. Whether they're going to get the L next to their name, I think they'll be pretty happy with the performance overall. Another repeat set for them. Looking to get another one to finish off. Oh, a little sink pass over the top. Good defence from CHS. Just getting themselves into good position to be able to snuff those ones out. We saw an intercept on the previous set for them. The steal. There's the big full somersault. Masters holds it up. Fellas, they got the numbers again. Putting it through the hands. Mitchell wraps back around.
Good cover defence from the Swans. They were cooked in the same way that they were on that last try. They were all over the place. But, Schofield that managed to sweep out around the back, out the behind, and give a little bit of cover and provide the stability. Here we go. Last touch, 6-on-5 basically.
Yeah, Sankey over the top. Doherty comes from absolutely nowhere. He was out of the play previously. Good call again. He's made himself back on side to make that touch. Again, there's good desperation from Hugh Doherty. Knew that they were short down that side of the field. Scrambles across to make the touch and shut it down. And turning the ball over there, Edwards. Let's try scorer there for CHS. Just taking his eyes off the football. 2.5 to go here in this 18 boys fixture between New South Wales Combined High Schools and the Southwest Queensland Swans. 1st and 3rd going into this fixture this morning. And it's looking like the Combined High Schools team will continue their undefeated status in this competition. And the Swannies looking for the switch play there towards the back end of their set. The ball hits the deck. And CHS now coming down the right-hand side of the field. They'll look to get some changes onto the park. Edwards gets it down just. As Riley Burke offloads into half. Picks up, goes. They look short in the middle there. They play out the back. And holding it to the very last minute, but it will be a touch and pass. Jeez, half a point there from Ryan Kesby.
I think he might have just got a toe. I think he got his last toe on the sideline there in the in-goal area before he's got the ball down, but it was pretty close.
Let's have a look at the replay. It's definitely a touch and pass. Look at that. Leaping.
Oh, maybe he did. No, maybe he did get it down.
I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, why not?
Give it to him.
Doesn't count
anyway.
Fish
and chip paper at the moment anyway, but yeah, chuck it on the highlight reel anyway, son. Good finish. Look to attack down the short side. Steal. Oh, almost popping in there. Just over a minute left to go in this one.
Yeah, the Swans coaches will be wanting to see a lot more consistency out of their players. The first half was really patchy. They had that really strong period. They as we see a try.
Yeah, it was nice work. They were just completely exposed here on the open side.
In fact, that's a mirror image of the first try of the game. That middle play, turn, fire it back out against the grain.
Yeah, Shannon Bosch-Cheetah, the try scorer for CHS. Clock's starting to wind down. Sorry.
Yeah,
Dave.
I was just going to say, just to finish what I was saying before, the Swans, they had that really strong period for a good sort of 7 or 8 minutes in the first half where they got themselves back to that 3-2. And then they dropped away. Their ball control wasn't great. They weren't able to secure anything, and the CHS team just managed to get away from them. Second half, it's a little bit the same. They got that really strong spell to get them back into it.
Let's let this one go. This is an awesome try to finish off from CHS, and it all started back again with our man Ryan Kesby out here on the right-hand side. The clock's starting to wind down. They could have just taken the touch. Let's watch this one unplay. Mitchell off the left foot sends a big bomb out to Kesby. Not much room to move. That's a beautiful ball back on the inside. Walkerton sends it across. Ellers finishes it off with the final pass, and Ellers in the corner as the hooter goes. And that just showed that some of the tries that they put on in this match were top-notch. And that's a really good way to finish off. And the scoreline, 13 tries, pretty impressive from them. And they're rolling on now. They're looking at, they've got one eye on tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a pretty solid effort from CHS.